It was a stormy, dark night. Ahmed was driving his car down an abandoned rural road, trying to return home after a long business trip in the city. He was exhausted and unsettled after a hard day. All he could think of was being home with his wife and young son, who were waiting for him. Suddenly, his car stopped for no clear reason. He heard a troubling noise from the engine. He tried to restart in nothing. Then he looked at the fuel gauge. It was empty. That didn't make sense. He had filled the tank before leaving the city. A sense of unease crept over him. He was in the middle of nowhere. No cars, no buildings, just darkness stretching endlessly. He checked his phono signal. No way to call for help. The more he searched for a connection, the more isolated he felt. No one knew where he was. What would happen to his wife and son if he didn't come home? What would happen to him if he spent the night stranded here? Ahmed decided to leave the car and search for help. Maybe a farmhouse or cabin nearby. Maybe someone could assist. He grabbed his phone, keys, and flashlight. Stepping out, the door thudded closed behind him. The cold and damp air slapped his face. The wind howled through the trees. Thunder roared. Lightning split the sky. Rain poured, soaking his clothes. He began walking along the roadside with his flashlight in hand, hoping to find a sign, a direction, anything. But all he saw were trees, fields, and hills. No lights, no movement. It was like the world had disappeared, and he was trapped in some lifeless realm. He walked for half an hour, nothing, exhausted, hungry, and thirsty. He thought of returning to the car and waiting until morning. Maybe someone would pass by. Just as he was about to turn around, something caught his ajadark, large shape rising between the trees. A house. Hope sparked inside him. Maybe it was inhabited. Maybe someone was there. He quickened his pace, ignoring the pain and cold. But as he approached the building, something shifted. A feeling he couldn't explain. Something terrifying. The house was old and abandoned. Broken windows, cracked doors, peeling walls, a caved-in roof. The yard overgrown with weeds and scattered debris. Something was wrong with this place. Something evil. Ahmed stood at the front door, unsure whether to go in. Oof. He felt like he shouldn't be here, that this place wasn't meant for the living. He had no choice. He needed help. He needed to contact his wife and son. He needed to get out. Pray. Gently pushed the door opened. The creaking wood echoed. Hello? Is anyone here? P. Called. No answer. Just silence and dread. Inside, the house was dark and decayed. Bloodstains smeared the floor and walls. Upside-down family portraits hung crookedly. Ahmed's mind raced. What had happened here? Who were these people? He moved deeper inside, searching for a landline, a phone, anything. But instead, he found something far worse. Upon the living room, he saw the headless body of a woman lying on the couch. Her eyes were open, staring straight at him. On the table beside her was her severed head grinning with a wicked smile. Nearby, a man lay dead, with a knife plunged into his chest. In his hand, a blood-stained note. "I'm sorry. I did this for you," Ahmed screamed. Panic surged through him. He turned to flee, but the door was shut tight, locked. He pushed. Then he felt he was being watched. Turning slowly, he saw a small child standing in the corner. The boy wore blood-stained clothes and held a torn doll. He looked at Ahmed with hollow eyes and whispered, "Welcome to hell." Terror seized Ahmed. Who was this child? What did he want? Ahmed tried to speak. "Who are you? What do you want?" The boy didn't answer. Instead, he began to laugh. A hollow, chilling laugh. Then he threw down the doll, pulled a knife from his pocket, and stepped toward Ahmed. Ahmed backed away in horror. He had no weapon, no escape. Trapped in a cursed house with a possessed child. He knew he wouldn't survive. He'd never see his wife or son again. Just as the boy neared, Ahmed heard something in his wife's voice. Ahmed, where are you?" It was coming from his phone. It was ringing. She was calling. She was looking for him. She was waiting. Hope flickered inside him. Maybe he could still make it out. Maybe he could reach her, call for help. His phone was on the ground by the couch just inches away. Hit past the bodies and the boy. He had to risk it. Ahmed lunged toward the phone. But the child was faster. He slashed Ahmed's leg with the knife, knocking him to the floor. Ahmed screamed in pain. Blood poured from the wound. He was dizzy, weak, paralyzed. The child stood over him, raising the knife. Again, for his heart. Ahmed, what's happening? Answer me, his wife cried through the phone. It was just inches away. Ahmed stretched out his arm with all his strength. He grabbed the phone, held it to his ear, and whispered, "My love, I'm sorry, I'm in danger. An abandoned house, on a road, I don't know where. A child, he's trying to kill me. I'm bleeding. I'm scared." He never finished the sentence. He felt something sharp pierced his chest. Pain exploded. His vision blurred. He looked at the child, still smiling. He looked at the knife now, covered in his blood. He looked at the phone, his wife's name, glowing on the screen. He looked at the sky lightning, flashing, then nothing. Ahmed, what happened? Are you okay? Ahmed, answer me. Please answer me. Her voice sobbed from the phone, but Ahmed couldn't answer. He was gone.